My child, you've tried to follow me through what felt familiar, but what I'm unfolding now defies every frame you've known. The old patterns can no longer hold what I am pouring out. This is not a repeat. This is a release. A holy shift is upon you, and I've seen you watching for it, waiting, wondering, questioning if it would ever come. And though the outside seemed still, inside you I was working, reshaping, stretching, softening, not to harm you, but to prepare you for weightier things. What's coming carries my glory, not like glass, fragile and fleeting, but like fire, powerful, purposed, and purifying. It will not fit in your past definitions of blessing. It will require surrender. It will ask you to trust me with your capacity. That is why I allowed the pressure, not to crush you, but to carve deeper space within you. For what only heaven could fill, pressure refines. It deepens your roots. And from that depth, a hope is rising that refuses to die, because it was born in truth, not an illusion. And I've seen your truth, even when your words trembled, even when your prayers cracked open like broken vessels. You gave me your heart, raw, unfiltered, honest. And I, your father, held it like treasure. Not once did I recoil. Not once did I pull away, because I do not respond to performance. I respond to presence. Now, my response to your honesty will not come in symbols or stage signs. It will come in real form, answers with breath and blood, provision with fingerprints, blessings that don't just touch your spirit, but transform your life. Yet I must warn you, they may come wrapped in disguise. A detour that saves you, a closed door that guards you, a quiet moment that stirs a loud revelation. These are not accidents. They are miracles in motion. Let me train your eyes to see me in what you once called wrong turns. Let me show you how I'm turning the broken ground into a garden. You've grieved what didn't happen. You've mourned closed chapters, but I see from above the pages. I see how your story weaves into others, how a single no became a protection that ripples through generations. Trust me now, even when you don't understand, even when it's hidden, even when it's quiet. I am not just writing your story. I am redeeming every line. Comment 444 if your spirit receives this, because what I'm doing in your life now is nothing short of divine. Listen to me, beloved. I have closed doors you once prayed would open, not to deny you, but prepare room for what your spirit truly needs. I've held back what seemed right in the moment because it would have pulled you away from me. Some delays were my mercy. Some disruptions were my defense. You may not have understood it then, but what comes next will reveal I was closer than you knew. Type 999 if you're ready to let go of what was never meant to stay, and make space for what I designed with your name on it. Yes, I've disappointed your expectations, but only so I could exceed them, in ways too beautiful for your old plans to contain. And now the time has come. I am sending provision that defies logic, breakthroughs that shake the boundaries of reason, restoration in places you called ruined, and joy that returns not as a whisper, but as a roar. There is no wound I cannot reach, no memory too buried, no story too broken. I do not fear the pieces. I specialize in mending what others abandon, and what I bring is more than comfort. It is restoration laced with purpose, not just ease, but alignment, because I don't bless to impress. I bless to reveal my heart. I want you to know me, not only as the creator of galaxies, but as your father, the one who notices when your hands are tired, the one who hears the quiet ache behind your smile, the one who speaks in silence what others never discern. I am not distant. I am not late. I am the God who times joy to arrive, exactly when your soul needs reviving. So don't rush through this day. It holds more than moments. It holds an invitation to wonder, to childlike trust, to the kind of holy awe that clears room for me to move as only I can. Because, my child, wonder is the soil where the impossible begins to bloom. Even now, something is awakening inside you. It's not confusion. It's memory, the remembrance of who I've always been. and the stirring of who you were always meant to be. Do you feel that? A sacred echo stirring within, a gentle reminder of who you were before the weight of life pressed too hard against your heart. You once dreamed freely. You once rejoiced without needing proof. That wasn't fantasy. That was faith in its purest form. Now, I am calling that part of you back to life. The part that believed, without fear of disappointment. The part that dared to imagine beauty, even in barren places. I am the one stirring you again, not with noise, but with stillness, not with force, but with fire. The flame of holy hope is rising, not from outside you, but from within the place the world tried to bury. It never died. It only slept. And now it wakes. Type 222 if you feel me awakening that childlike trust within you. What I'm releasing is not just for your hands to hold. It's for your soul to absorb. It will speak to the silence inside you, to the places hardened by waiting, to the ache that whispered, maybe joy isn't for me. You've questioned if it's safe to desire more, if you were wrong to keep hoping, if your faith made you naive. But hear me, beloved, I never told you to stop dreaming. That voice that called it foolish was never mine. That restraint you called wisdom was often just fear wearing a mask. I do not shame you for hope. I anchor it, not in quick answers, not in perfect timing, but in my nature, unchanging, near, and eternally good. Hope built on me cannot be shaken. Even when storms come, even when plans delay, your roots will hold. So let's go beneath the surface now, beneath your titles, your tasks, your masks. I see what lies beneath it all. The sacred questions. Am I still worthy? Does my voice matter? Is there anything left in me that's beautiful? I'm coming to those tender places, not with judgment, but with restoration, to remind you of what I've always seen in you. You are my chosen. You are known by name. You are wrapped in a future so full of glory. Even sorrow will bow before the joy I'm preparing. Yes, healing is coming, but it may not arrive in thunder or signs. It may come in a breath, a sudden peace, a gentle shift in how you see yourself. It may look like forgiveness, when revenge feels easier, or freedom, when you let go of pain you forgot you were holding. This is the kind of miracle I delight in, quiet but eternal. Not all blessings were crowns. Some come quietly, not to dazzle the world, but to set your soul free. These are the kind of blessings that realign your spirit with what I've been whispering to you since before you were formed. You are not a prisoner of your past. You are not the sum of what went wrong. You are not confined by others' definitions of you. You are mine, and that alone changes everything, because you belong to me. I don't bless you as a reward. I bless you because it's in my nature. I am the giver who never runs dry, the restorer who returns what was stolen, the redeemer who writes new endings, where you only saw fragments. So when I say blessings are coming, I'm not offering wishful comfort. I am releasing a promise anchored in eternity. Type 1111 if you're ready to receive not just peace, but full restoration. But hear this clearly, beloved. My blessings are not just to ease your pain. They are here to activate your purpose. Yes, the calling you tucked away. Beneath the weight of daily survival, the dreams you buried in self-doubt, the beauty you stopped believing was in you. I haven't forgotten what I planted. I haven't changed my mind about your worth. You were not created to simply cope with life. You were designed to reflect heaven through it, to build, to bless, to love, so deeply it leaves a trail of light. What I'm sending now won't just comfort you. It will awaken you. It will stir courage where silence sat too long. It will reignite passion where you feared the flame had died. But be warned, these blessings may not look like the world's applause. I'm not handing you trophies. I'm placing in your hands tools of transformation, a divine idea in the middle of your routine, a reconciliation you never thought possible, a door disguised as a challenge, a moment of joy so sudden it lifts years of heaviness in seconds, a deep knowing in your spirit that whispers, this is holy ground. These are my gifts, wrapped not in grandeur, but in grace. They won't pull you away from your life. They'll root you deeper within it, with more strength, more clarity, more light. Watch closely, my child. I move in the places you least expect, through the hum of your daily life, in the kitchen, through a hallway whisper, inside your inbox, even in the quiet between destinations. I am not limited to stained glass or sacred rooms. I walk beside you everywhere, and I bless not just the words you speak in prayer, but the posture of your heart. When you keep showing up, even when no one notices, when you keep believing, even when giving up feels easier, heaven sees. That is why today holds promise, not because of your perfection, but because of your yes. You've said yes in ways the world will never see. Yes to trusting me through uncertainty. Yes to resting when you're weary. Yes to releasing what never made sense. Yes to receiving what you know you could never earn. These quiet yes, they open holy doors. And I do not delay when the doors open. I enter with the weight of my presence. And wherever I dwell, blessing abides. Not just abundance, but intimacy. Not just outcomes, but overwhelming nearness. You've hesitated to hope again, haven't you? Afraid that expectation would lead to heartbreak. But I say to you, let go of that fear. Disappointment may have visited your doorstep, but it does not own your future. I do. And I do not write stories that end in ashes without sending fire again. Type 1212 if you're saying yes again. Yes to me, and yes to future I've written with your name on it. I don't shape your life around endings. I shape it around resurrection, around turnarounds, around joy that returns stronger than sorrow ever hoped to stay. And today, beloved, this is one of those divine turnarounds. Not because you pushed it, but because I ordained it. So go ahead, believe again. Not with wishful thinking, but with bold faith. Let this moment shift you from waiting to watching, from holding back to opening wide. You're not foolish for hoping. You are faithful, and I reward faith with fullness. I have not run out of miracles, not for the world, and certainly not for you. Type 1010 if you believe the tide is turning, because I am not done writing resurrection into your story.